It was a windy day out during the battles of the plain biomes. It was March 25th, 1926 in the Minecraft world. Guns weren't a thing in Minecraft until 1938. You used mobs who fought for villagers. We used weapons such as a sword, crossbow, bow and arrow, flint and steel, TNT, pickaxe, shovel, or just yourself. But why are we here? During the 1920s, a war broke out between almost every mob there is in Minecraft. If somebody illegally spawns in a rival mob with fire or TNT destroying the area, that's what the Great Mob War was like. Well, the war was consistently between rivals of the two leaders. Their names were Lord Steve and King Astrid III. Steve leads the passive mobs, while Astrid III leads the hostile mobs. 385 million mobs died during the war and lasted between 1920 to 1928. The mobs that fought in this war were iron golems, wolves, players, pillagers, vindicators, evokers, vexes, witches, ravengers, zombies, husks, skeletons, spiders, creepers, gas, snow golems, withers, magma cubes, slimes, cave spiders, blazes, endermen, phantoms, silverfish, endermite, untamed wolves, and sheep. This war caused so much damage, so much pain, and I'll go through that. I was a tamed wolf who had a player with who led us in the squad. The player was named Salmon Grimes, along with our wolf squad mates who were named Seth, Thomas, Joseph, Charles, Martin, Harry. We were a squad of eight who fought against the pillagers and the other hostile mobs led by Astrid. Me and my squad followed Captain Grimes to some sort of village which was captured by the pillagers. Our plot was to assassinate the leader of the village, Marco Hawksworth. We were trained to attack the pillagers in the village for good reasons. Our captain grabbed our flint and steel along with his diamond sword and TNT. The fight began with Harry attacked one of the guards that was standing on top of the deck of the building. Harry snuck into the village and killed him. Grimes started attacking the mobs, which led up to a fight. I was with and attacked some of the Vindicators who were running. While we did the work, there were some pillagers left wounded and maybe a witch who couldn't help. March 26th, 1926. At around 8 in the morning, there was a battle between iron golems, snow golems, players, and tamed wolves against a group of pillagers, which with vindicators, evokers, ravengers, witches, husks, zombies, zombie villagers, skeletons, and spiders. A fight in the fields right by a village. Right when Charles begins to run just to attack one of the vindicators, he steps right into a TNT trap, which blows his limbs, killing Charles. The captain felt unfortunate for Charles's death. He steals a pillager's crossbow right out of his filthy, rotten corpse. He grabbed one of his arrows and cocks the crossbow for months. The captain used it for the survival. He uses his sword too, just for a fit fight, attacking one of the pillagers as well. A clean shot right to an invoker's head during the battle, thanks to another player. The server is littered with mobs fighting for each other to their own death. Some of them begging to stop this battle while most of them are dead with flames surrounding the trees. The trees burning them so imperfectly and the orange glowed like some sort of lamp. It spread even worse than a wildfire. It burns and burns the forest right into the bits of ashes that it could be. As the fast runner I am, I have attacked and taken out 20 mobs that day. Some of them want to go back home while I had the duty. Some of my fellow mates have died in the forest fire. It was pure hell in those woods. It looked like it too, and ruined the lives of many mobs. It didn't look too right when it came to the skies later that day. Like I said, it was pure hell. The orange covered up those skies while the mobs fought each other to their own demise. March 30th, 1926 was the final day of my battle. Today we were supposed to raid an invaded village captured by hostile mobs like pillagers, vindicators, and husks. We were in the burnt forest watching the enemy mobs, making their moves. We had a plan. We used some other squad members who were named Curtis, Micah, Lester, and Jacob, since Seth and Joseph are the only ones still to ever live. But here's what we did. We popped out and raided the village. The assault began, and the fight continued on. However, things go bad. We weren't just attacking the hostile mobs. It appears our captain set the village on fire, and there were civilians at that village. The villagers were running and screaming when the assault continued. All of my squad ran, killed, and hurt the other villagers. I was the only one that just froze and watched my squad attacked. The other wolf squad attacked too, along with their players. The golems did horrible too. They just stood there just to watch instead of defending them off from my squad and the others. But that's not the worst part. I walked to the wreckage of the village, charred corpses lying inside the buildings, wails of children after the trauma they witnessed. A villager is hugging her dead son in his arms, who looked to be around 17 or 18. A villager is trying to crawl out of the debris while he's trapped into it. A player cuts prisoners' heads off in that village. Then a vindicator is moaning for his dead brother, and a pillager has probably said one of the worst things I've ever heard. We were trying to protect our villagers.